Golden dunes, camel treks, and a sky full of stars. Experience the magic of the Sahara like never before. From riding across the dunes to sleeping in a Berber camp, this is an adventure you'll never forget. Welcome to the ultimate guide to Morocco's Sahara Desert. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more travel tips. Let's dive in. The Sahara Desert is one of the most mesmerizing places on Earth, and Morocco offers one of the best gateways to experience its golden dunes, vast landscapes, and unforgettable starry nights. A journey into the Moroccan Sahara is more than just a trip. It's an adventure through time, culture, and nature's raw beauty. From riding camels over rolling sand dunes to camping beneath a sky filled with a million stars, exploring the Sahara Desert is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Let's embark on a journey through Morocco's Great Desert, where ancient traditions meet breathtaking scenery. 10. Arriving in the desert, the gateway towns. Your adventure begins in Marrakech or Fez, Morocco's bustling imperial cities. These vibrant centers serve as starting points for the long yet scenic drive into the Sahara. The most popular desert gateways are Merzouga and Zagora, both offering an entry into the endless dunes. The drive itself is an adventure, taking you through the high Atlas Mountains, palm-filled oases, and historic Kasbahs. If you're heading to Merzouga, you'll pass through the breathtaking Tadra Gorge, where towering red rock cliffs create a canyon oasis. Those heading to Zagora will pass through the Dra Valley, home to one of Morocco's longest rivers and lush date palm groves. Once you reach your desert base, it's time to prepare for the journey into the dunes. 9. Riding camels into the dunes, a nomadic tradition. There's no better way to enter the Sahara than on the back of a camel, just as Berber nomads have done for centuries. As your camel train moves through the golden dunes, you'll feel transported to another world, one of complete silence, broken only by the whisper of the wind against the sand. The most famous dunes in Morocco are the Erg Chevi Dunes near Merzouga. These towering sand hills, some reaching up to 500 feet, 150 meters, stretch endlessly into the horizon. For those traveling to Zagora, the dunes are smaller but no less magical. As the sun begins to set, the sky transforms into a canvas of fiery reds, deep purples, and soft oranges, casting long shadows over the desert floor. It's a sight you'll never forget. 8. Experiencing Berber hospitality in a desert camp. After a long camel trek, you'll arrive at your Berber desert camp, where warm tea and traditional Moroccan hospitality await. The Berbers, the indigenous people of North Africa, have lived in the Sahara for centuries, and staying in a desert camp offers a glimpse into their nomadic way of life. Dinner is a feast of Moroccan flavors, often including tagine, slow-cooked stew, couscous, and fresh bread baked in the sand. As you sit around the campfire, the sound of Berber drums fills the air, and the locals share ancient songs and stories of the desert. There's no rush here, just the slow rhythm of desert life, where time seems to stand still. 7. Sleeping under a sky full of stars. One of the most breathtaking aspects of the Sahara is its night sky. With no light pollution for miles, the desert offers one of the clearest views of the Milky Way, constellations, and even distant planets. Lying on the warm sand and looking up at the vast universe above is an unforgettable experience. The silence of the desert, broken only by the occasional whisper of the wind, makes this moment feel almost surreal. Some camps offer luxury tents, complete with comfortable beds and private facilities, while others provide a more traditional, rustic experience with simple blankets under the open sky. Whichever you choose, sleeping in the desert is a magical experience. 6. Waking up to a desert sunrise. As the first light of dawn touches the dunes, the desert awakens in a stunning display of colors. The sunrise in the Sahara is just as spectacular as the sunset, with the sands turning shades of pink, gold, and red. Most camps offer an early morning camel trek to witness this breathtaking moment from the top of a dune. Sitting atop a camel, as the sun rises over the endless sea of sand, is a moment of pure tranquility, a reminder of how vast and beautiful the natural world is. After sunrise, a simple Berber breakfast, fresh bread, jam, honey, and mint tea, prepares you for the journey back to civilization. 5. Sandboarding and dune hiking. Adventures in the Sahara. For those looking for a bit more adventure, the Sahara offers sandboarding, the desert's version of snowboarding. The herb chibi dunes provide the perfect slopes for gliding down the soft sands at exhilarating speeds. If you prefer something less intense, hiking up the tallest dunes provides a rewarding challenge. Climbing through loose, shifting sands is harder than it looks, but the views from the top are absolutely worth it. From the summit, you can see the endless waves of dunes stretching into Algeria, creating an awe-inspiring panorama. 4. Exploring desert villages and ancient kasbahs. Beyond the dunes, the Sahara is dotted with small villages, abandoned fortresses, and historic kasbahs that tell the stories of Morocco's past. One of the most fascinating places to visit is Kamlia, a small desert village near Merzouga, home to the Nawa people, descendants of African slaves who brought unique music and traditions to the region. Their hypnotic drum rhythms and chants are an unforgettable experience. Further west, the Kasbah et Benedou, a UNESCO-listed fortress, stands as one of Morocco's most iconic sites. This ancient clay-built city has been featured in films like Gladiator and Game of Thrones, and walking through its maze-like streets feels like stepping back in time. 3. Discovering the fossil fields of Erfoud. The Sahara wasn't always a desert. Millions of years ago, it was an ocean teeming with life. Today, the region around Erfoud is famous for its fossils, including ancient marine creatures and ammonites. You can visit a fossil workshop to see how these prehistoric remains are extracted and polished, or even buy a unique fossil souvenir to take home. For those fascinated by geology, a visit to the Black Desert near Merzouga reveals a landscape covered in volcanic rock, a stark contrast to the Golden Dunes. 2. Driving through the Sahara, off-road adventures. If camels aren't your style, exploring the Sahara by 4x4 vehicle is an exciting alternative. Many guides offer off-road desert safaris, taking you through hidden valleys, dry riverbeds, and towering dunes that are otherwise inaccessible. A 4x4 journey through the desert often includes stops at desert oases, where lush palm groves spring up at the middle of the arid landscape. These hidden pockets of green offer a refreshing contrast to the vast desert. 1. Leaving the Sahara, a journey to remember. As your time in the Sahara comes to an end, the journey back to Marrakech or Fez offers one last chance to soak in the magic of the desert. The contrast between the endless golden sands and the bustling city streets makes you appreciate the Sahara's quiet beauty even more. The memories of sleeping under the stars, riding camels through the dunes, and feeling the desert's vastness will stay with you forever. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comment section below. Also subscribe to our channel before you go. Thanks for watching.